Welcome back. So today we're diving into the claims and, maybe more importantly, the true costs of a high-end beauty device. The Dermaflash Luxe Plus Win.
Exactly. We're looking at dermaplaning, that, exfoliation and hair removal process, and whether this one gadget really delivers on its promises.
Right. So our mission here is to figure out if this handheld device, which rings up at nearly $200, is actually worth the investment.
And more importantly, the ongoing expense. We're asking, is this brilliant engineering or is it just a really clever commercial strategy?
A good question.
And of course, a crucial disclaimer first. This is all educational commentary. We're focused on the marketing claims, the tech. This is not in any way medical advice.
Okay, so the central marketing promise is, it's pretty aggressive. Med spa results at home. It talks about sonic dermaplaning vibrating at like 14,000 times a minute.
Yeah.
And they even claim celebrity makeup artists won't prep a face without it.
Which is a huge promise for a tool you're using in your own bathroom.
Yeah.
But what's fascinating is the technical defense they have to back that up. Dermatologists do confirm that the sonic movement genuinely seems to accelerate cellular turnover. That's how you get that super smooth texture.
So there's some real tech there.
There is. You're paying for engineering. Specifically, the patented safety mechanism. These are microfine edges designed to prevent cuts, tugging, irritation.
All the things that can go wrong with the cheap drugstore razors.
Exactly. I think anyone who's tried manual dermaplaning has had that moment where they nick themselves.
Yeah.
This design, it sort of exploits that specific consumer fear.
I have to say, though, the clinical testing claim, 100% of users saw instant improvement. That feels a bit, I don't know, statistically perfect to me.
It's a very round number, for sure.
And it makes you wonder, if a cheaper tool gets you, say, 80% of the way there, is that extra margin of safety really worth the commitment?
And that leads us right into the core financial piece here. This is the classic razor and razor blade business model in action.
Oh, yes. The 1-2 punch.
The $199 device is really just the entry ticket.
Yeah, exactly. Let's just run the numbers for a second. The device itself is $199.
Yeah.
But those single-use patented blades, they have to be replaced after every single treatment.
Every single one. No exceptions.
So if you use this weekly, that translates to an additional $348 a year just for the blades.
Wow.
You compare that to a professional session, which is maybe $70.
Yeah.
So in plain English, you only really win here. You only cover the cost of that superior engineering if you are committed to using this thing constantly.
And that required subscription model becomes particularly risky when you factor in some of the widely reported quality control issues.
Right, I saw those. A lot of complaints about devices just dying after 6 months.
Dying, persistent charging malfunctions, or even units being defective right out of the box. So you're committing to $348 annually for blades.
Only to risk having the base device just fail on you halfway through the year.
It doesn't matter how good the dermaplaning is if the tool doesn't turn on.
So zooming out then, the technology is legitimate. It seems to provide safer, measurably better results than the drugstore alternatives, which, okay, that sort of validates the engineering costs.
But the consumer has to weigh that very steep annual blade expense against the real financial risk of those quality issues we just mentioned.
Like a big calculation. So what's the final takeaway here?
It really makes you think. If the core value is all tied up in that patented safety mechanism, that total avoidance of nicks and irritation, how much is that peace of mind truly worth?
That's the real question, isn't it? It forces you to consider the full cost of ownership for any beauty tech, well beyond just that initial purchase price.